Game we have today, a battle that puts the spotlight on these two great institutions as we wait to see who will walk out with a sharp piece of hardware. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Badgers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Minnesota's offense will go to work first. The games etched in the lore of this rivalry are typically tight last-second field goals and the like, but Wisconsin wanted a blowout a year ago.
Yeah, the Badgers grabbed that axe and bludgeoned the Gophers a year ago. Just beat them down. They know that. They've heard about it, and they've talked about it all year long. That's not something you forget. Palmer, you know that taste in your mouth, and you will do anything to get it out.
They want to do it again, too. We talked to some of these Wisconsin players. They said running out onto the field, grabbing the axe, and holding it up high was one of the best moments of their careers. And the fact that they won the game is in a convincing fashion and as dominant as they did, they want to do that again here today.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Creates a little space. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Let's go! From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Badgers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical.
Turning it on! They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Badgers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Robinson will throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Guys, let's step back here and think big picture Wisconsin. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for his man. Tosses it incomplete. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here. Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Robinson looking to pass. Got his man. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
That's caught. It's rocked.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The hand to the running back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He makes a grab. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
They'll try to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Now after that run, they are in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for 1st downs.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Robinson will throw. He's got him in the flat. Turns it on at midfield. Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Badgers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Wisconsin 14, Minnesota 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the inside. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
Loss of 3. 2nd down coming up.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Touch pass on the jet sweep. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's James. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Looks as if he's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This axe means so much to both Minnesota and Wisconsin. But, Jesse, my question is, have you ever used an axe?
Improperly, and I almost chopped off my ankle once upon a time. You know, in Canada, we have to use axes quite often. We have fireplaces, and it gets very cold. But not like this axe right here. None as valuable or as important to thousands and thousands and thousands of people the way that Paul Bunyan's axe is.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking for a big gain. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. These old rivals have gone at it for a long time. First meeting way back in 1890. It is the most played rivalry at the highest level of college football.
Yeah, you're right, Reese. And even though this game hasn't always had national championship implications or Heisman Trophy implications necessarily, this game defines what's so great about college football. It's the rivalries, right? You don't have to be necessarily a fan of either of these two schools, but appreciating the history, I think, is what makes this game so unique.
Yeah, and the trophy games are so fun. Just to watch the teams react at the end. And they know, starting this game off, one of them is going to run across the field and get an enormous axe. How flippin' cool is that?
And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. 22. After the run, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Ready. Robinson looking to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, baby.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Ready, set. Spider.
Motion from the back. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Oh, they're after him. At the 15, he's loose. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rock. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hurley. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Catch in the middle, it's Hurley. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Wants to throw it. He's looking deep. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. bringing it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Cradles it at the 35. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Robinson will throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. With the catch, it's shot. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, Paul Bunyan's axe on the line, and already Minnesota and Wisconsin have given us some stirring moments. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Wisconsin plays out.
We're just about ready to start the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the second half with a run. Quick step and go. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason.
There he goes. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Badgers.
Wisconsin.
Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field, if he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Gives it on the option. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I feel like it's hard to forget to cover the big fella, the tight end, the man over the middle of the field most of the time. He comes wide open. I don't know if it was a busted coverage or whatever, but he makes a big play for this offense, and the defense better take note. We got to cover the tight end.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Ford. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces.
On the ready.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty.
Jackrabbit.
Looking for room. It's Ford. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he tacks on the extra point. They march 72 yards, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Robinson looking to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Across the 15. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The Badgers look as if they're ready to start swinging that axe with authority as they're starting to thump the Gophers.
Well, I think Wisconsin knew coming into this game they needed to be the more physically dominant team. And, David, it seemed like it's been that way so far.
And that's where it's good to have to be able to lean on. Even in rivalry games with high emotions, when you know who you are and you're physical and you can be the more physical team, you can get the lead. Now, just got to hang on to it and finish the drill.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Ford. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Robinson will throw. Snagged out of the air. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the move.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Got his man to the left. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Cooler.
Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Base 27,
Hand off from the shotgun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Third down coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock.
Throw into the end zone, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From their own 10, it's first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Golden Gophers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that. On first down, where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Looking to throw, it's Clinton. Pulls it in, it's Robinson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Golden Gophers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
The Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers will line it up on first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Badgers have this offense rolling. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Finding an escape route. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line gets set, first down.
Cooler.
Handoff to the lone back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Some misdirection with the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys to use their speed against them.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Wisconsin has Paul Bunyan's axe. Goalposts have been figuratively chopped down, and the Gophers have been literally chopped down. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.